I guess I gotta sing it because they didn't play it in that version. Let me get. That's all I have today. That's all I have to say. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, what's going on? NPC the game. So I was bored. I always thought it was strange that my mom, she did look like me. Look at the cheekbones, the nose, certain things. I'm like, yeah, I look like her, but then I don't really. I guess it's that fascination or fixation with the color of one's skin tone, which is the skin is the largest organ in the body, right? So maybe that's why so many people are fixated on it, including me at the time. And I thought it was interesting how my mom was very light skinned, like a European person, and then my skin was darker, and I my hair wasn't straight like hers, even though she had a little curl to it. It was it had that coil to it, that kink to it, that nice tight curls even. Yeah. And then going places with my mom growing up and people saying, notice I don't say with my dad. What an autobiographer chooses to omit is usually one of the biggest pins of sovereignty in their narrative or biography. So we go to these places with my mom and people would mostly kids, they'd be like, "Hey," I hear them say every now and then, like, "Is that your mom?" When we get to talking, how's that your mom? Oh, she's my mom, man. I mean, that's no way to put it. But what they're really saying is like, why do you look more like your dad? Probably, even though I don't even know what my father actually looks like. Uh, so anyway, uh, went through life like that. Um, Interesting growing up in a place like Silicon Valley, Santa Clara to be exact, where people at that point it wasn't super diverse. We did have brown people, Indian people, and some Asians and stuff, but it wasn't nearly in the '80s like it is now, which is super Benetton United Nations. Especially the school I was going to, the schools I was going to. When I finally got to elementary, junior high, I was pretty much like the black guy at school, one of the only ones. There was a girl, which years later I ended up meeting. She was a couple of grades older than me. Was There was a girl that was adopted by a white Mexican family that went to our school, to our Catholic school, that I ended up meeting years later at the Up and Smoke Fest, Snoop Dogg, and ended up having a fun night with her later on. Later on, years later, having never really even talked, but there was this, but probably because us being different, the only black people in the school, we never even talked at school because she was a couple years younger than me. But seeing her at that concert, maybe I don't know, brought back nostalgic for her. It did for me a little bit, but she was man, she was ready. We had fun. I'll just say that later on we hooked up. But anyway, going to school as the only quote unquote uh, black dude at that Catholic school was a trip. It was great. It's kind of like going living out here in Taiwan, where I mean, physically, I'm Mog. Most of the people I come around Mog, male out of the group, like me, like physical status, like strong, tall. So people already see you as a standout. And that's why I was at that school. I was like killing it in basketball, football, and little track there too. And I was everybody's friend. That's Gabe. That's Big Gabe, as we say. Yeah. Interesting enough, my best friend at that school was another dude that went to school a couple years later after I went there. I mean, after I started, named Gabriel. So it was Little Gabe and Big Gabe. And he was Mexican. I think he was even darker than me, you know? But we were like, we're still best friends to this day. And so we used to get in trouble a lot. I don't know what I gotta unpack that too, because it's funny how me and him were the most different in terms of aesthetics than most of the people at that school. Yet we were getting in trouble a lot. We were singled out a lot. And don't get me wrong, as a teacher now, because he's a teacher now, which is ironic. The two guys that used to get in trouble the most at school are now probably the only teachers. Actually, it's like that's our karma, being teachers and getting like getting tested by the little minds and that we have to deal with every day. But anyway, uh, yeah, I went to that school and it was a standout, mostly for good. And then when I didn't have that many black friends, oh, let me tell you this story real quick about this whole mixed race shit. Uh, Legends in the chat. Hey, Crystal Consciousness, bodybuilding shit. Yo, shout out to you for bringing out that making that clip of that ridiculousness of what was it on Jack's? Shout out to Jack. We love you, Jack. I love you, Jack. Uh, it's like a preference you have to say. Some people try to shit on him. You have to say if you're Team Jack, you have to be like, oh, by the way, I love you, Jack. Right? I do. I like Jack. But Crystal Consciousness, that was an epic clip you did. I thought she said those things only on my stream. That's eternal. But I guess she said some of that wild stuff on Jack's too. So I appreciate you tagging me in that. You are a legend. I was gonna say mama. I don't know if you're a girl or not. Anyway, either way, you're a legend. Shout out to London man. Peace, NPC. Lay low. Lay low, lay low. Woo! This is a stream about White Iverson raising mixed babies in Taiwan. When in fact, I wake up this morning and I see London Man on the rebuttal channel, his other channel. It's an auxiliary channel where he's like systematically breaking down that mess of a backstage of simping and groveling to get on his stream from Encode 24/7 and Eternal in the back, just like all the messiness they were saying and like false narratives and talking shit too, which is funny because especially with Encode, I never said anything about you, bro. You guys see all that wild shit. But anyway, shout out to London because I was literally saying I wish I would have screenshotted that for receipts and get back to it, but great minds think alike. One of the true and only artists in the panelverse, me and Shadow were talking about this, is London. I don't know if he sees himself like that, but his work is definitely art, and that's what I do here. It's art. My medium is video and live streaming, podcasting, and realness, telling you about my life in real time, and showing you what's really going on with me, and trying to relate the big picture to the small picture. This is why we talk about these things. You heard me? So big up to the chat for sure. So, oh yeah, the story I wanted to tell you. Growing up in Santa Clara, Silicon Valley, Machine City. Santa Clara is basically the heart of San Jose, California, the largest city in the Northern California. San Francisco is great and all. It's fun. It's a great walking city, beautiful. But San Jose is where the heart of the shit is. San Jose, California, at one time had supposedly 6 miles of fertile topsoil. They called it the Garden of Eden. All there used to be there was orchards and fruit. The Del Monte company would have canneries there. You see this even that soil of the California right there, going up the Central Coast right there, Monterey, California, where I got married over there, over the cliffs of the beach. There's a place called Cannery Row. The great author, he wrote the story, Cannery Row, made a movie about it, about that area, because of all the orchards and whatnot. And so Silicon Valley's very lucrative, very rich. Literally, the soil is rich. I know London teaches on soil and the connection. What is it? How is it that you can just put some water and some soil and the fruit of the gods literally grows? Well, Silicon Valley, which is actually called the Santa Clara Valley, it literally had some of the best topsoil in the world, and they had all these orchards and whatnot. But years later, with the with the innovations of silicone and making microchips and computers, it became the hub and the birthplace of the microchip, basically. And they paved over those the people that own the land, the grandchildren of the orchards. They sold it to these companies that like Applied Materials and other companies where they just Hewlett Packard where they just paved over it and made computer companies. And here you got the Googles, Facebook, YouTube is all based in Silicon Valley right there. So anyway, when I was out there over there in Santa Clara, I remember I moved to this new place, the West Side. I went to play basketball at the park. My brother must have been a baby, so I was about 9 or 10, so he must have been 1 or 2, 8 years difference. I went to go play basketball at the park, and mind you, I had my best friend was this dude I knew named Jerome Johnson. He used to work. His grandmother used to work with my grandmother, and his family was mixed. I mentioned him on a previous stream. His family was mixed. His dad was black, James Johnson, and his mother was a white lady. And his grandmother raised him because they were in the streets, bro. And so that's my dog Jerome. I known him since day one. His birthday is he's Aquarius, born in February. Uh, cool dude. So that was my dog, right? But other than that, I didn't really kick it with too many black folks when I was like 9, 10. And when I moved to this west side of Santa Clara, I went to this park, Warburton Park, and I went to go play basketball, right? Because that's another love of my life, sports. Keep me out of trouble. So we go playing basketball with all these little brothers, little black kids, and they're saying, "Nigga, pass me the ball, nigga, pass me the ball." And I'm like, "What? Why are you calling me that?" The only time I was called that before was the hard R by some fucking piece of shit little white kid, bro. Like so, and it's not his fault because he said later on he told the teacher he learned it from his dad, right? So anyway, so they were saying, "Nigga, nigga, pass me the ball," and I was like, "What? Oh, you're saying that in a positive way. Okay. Oh, I get it now." So I was like, they just blow my mind like that because I never. This is before BET and all that shit and listening to gangster rap. So I was like, what the fuck? So the only way you would know about that probably is if you hang out with with the community, black folks. So anyway, we were having fun. We were having fun playing basketball and whatnot. I remember around that time we were playing in the park right there, and this Mexican family was having a birthday party, and I guess we were playing tag or something, the little brothers and stuff. And then maybe one of my new friends, they like bumped one of their little kids that were having a party, and this Mexican Karenita got up and started like cussing us out, saying every foul word, and she was like, why are you even here? You need to go to Oakland, over there in Oakland. Go back to Oakland with your people. And we're like, what the fuck? I knew that was wild because Oakland is, yeah, that's the soil. I got Oakland stories too. That's predominantly black, especially the east where I used to live, deep East Oakland. Like probably like 90% black, 10% Mexican, and like 2% white. I know my percentages are a little off, but you get the picture. So she's like, go back to Oakland. I'm like, I only time I go to Oakland is when I go to watch Ricky Henderson play baseball, Jose Canseco. I don't go to Oakland. And then little did she know that my mom, the Weta, means like light skinned Mexican, was right there. My mom turns around and just lays into that bitch. You're like, what the fuck you talking about? Like, leave these little boys alone, like, no, now she was like, was right is right. He said, to the kid, if you bump the little kid, say you're sorry, don't be rude. But that gives the lady no excuse to go ham on us, saying racial slurs and shit like that. And my mom's like, why don't you go back to Mexico? How do you like that? Even though my mom knows that like that's ignorant, but she's like trying to give her a taste of her own medicine. And it's like, there you go, my mom, who was pretty young. She was, if I was 10, she must have been like early 30s or whatever, like being the mother hen to this Blaxican and his new friends, his new black friends, because no one else was around. So um, yeah, when you're mixed, you kind of parents and kids alike, they kind of slide under the radar of things, you know, constantly. Um, and as I went to high school, uh, my my friendship circles, my social circles opened up so much so that I was like, fuck it. I just ended up kicking in with basically all black folks, especially in the beginning. And then after a couple years, we had our little mixed group or whatever, the white folks and Mexicans and blacks. But at first, I was like, fuck, people that look like me. And maybe there is like some type of prison type mentality in the world where, when left to our own devices, we automatically link up with those who look like us. You know, when you have a chance, it's different now in Taiwan. Well, I still get that, but it's more so you're American. Oh, I'm American. There's not a lot of us there. I don't care about the skin. It's about what's within. That's what matters. So we click on that. But high school, bro, literally there was a club called the Black Student Union, the BSU, and I was in that and clicked up in that group. Was like 40 other brothers because I went to a Jesuit school, all boys. I think it's the second oldest school west of the Mississippi. It's really old. And so we were clicked up at the BSU, which later became the African American Student Union, the double ASU. And I got my friend, that's where I met Brian the Leo. We've been friends ever since, Brian the Marine, ever since. And that was a good period of my time, a good period for me because I got to see other brothers and and kick it with it. Which in the end, I realized the fact that we're all this. When it comes down to it, it's more about culture. So it don't really matter what your skin is. More about like what you're into, where your consciousness is into, where you kind of grew up, and where you're at, and where you're going, which dictates who you have an affinity for, right? And I have affinity for all you guys and girls in the chat and on this YouTube shit because the more I make art, the more I fall in love with almost everything out there. There's so many colors and shit out there. But race is definitely a thing. It's real enough. And I think having my son who's Taiwanese and everything I am, it was the last component in like literally creating a child that is pretty much from every part of the planet, has something in them from every part of the planet. It was the missing component. You know what I'm saying? Let me drop this link down. I literally gotta take that guy to. I sound like this. I keep saying literally. I'm self-stalking myself when I listen to these broadcasts. I actually like to listen to the broadcasts. Because I can learn how to be better, and and plus, I'm used to hearing myself all the time. Literally talking to myself with my language machine that goes crazy. So I'm familiar with this, whatever this being, soul, spirit is. So I'm okay with listening to myself. But I keep saying literally. I sound like that kid in that apparently. Let me bring that up. Do some fillers. Apparently. Yeah. Apparently. Yeah, by the way, yeah, so if you like to come up and build with the God, come up. Because you're a God too. God, goddess. hmm That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Yeah. I'll keep holding on. Look at this little guy. This is me saying literally. This is me saying literally.
One second. What did you think about the ride?
It was great.
And apparently, I've never been on live television before, but apparently sometimes I don't watch I don't watch the news because I'm a kid, and apparently Grandpa just gives me a remote after we watch the Powerball.
The Powerball. I love how he says that. That's so old. It's like my grandma's talking to my brother, little brother. Are you playing the Game Boy? The Game Boy? Put the article in there. Right. Are you playing the Game Boy? Like the last Game Boy in creation?
Tell me about the ride. What did you think about the ride?
Well, it was great.
Why?
Apparently.
Because apparently you're spinning around, and apparently every time you get dizzy,
Yeah.
that's all you do is get dizzy.
Is it fun?
Yeah. And I've never ever been on live television. I never ever be on live television.
Are you excited?
Well, you are now,
Yeah,
brother.
and apparently I only went down the super slide. When I went down the one, I was scared half to death. I just freak out.
Okay. What I need his name. Hold on. Yep. Hold on. I'm just
I
gonna
need-
ask him. What's his name? Noah. Noah.
What's his name? What's his name? Riz God. That's the Riz God right there. Apparently, that's the Riz God.
last name?
Deck Ritter.
How do you spell his last name?
Ritter, R-I-T-T-E-R.
Okay. Where are you guys from?
Wilkes-Barre.
Wilkes-Barre. All right,
All right.
buddy. Good stuff.
Large
Have
unflack.
fun.
Large unflack. Come with security. There's a boy here looking for you.
Three different
Large
towns.
unflack.
All
Come with security.
right.
There's a boy here
That
looking
is
for you.
my dad's town, Tom Jersey.
Tom's different. You there?
Apparently, this kid flipped that into a good media run. He was on Ellen. You know when you made it to Ellen, you made it when you see that pixie-haired freak Ellen. You made it. Right? Yo, all the good successful talk show hosts are like Aquarius, Ellen, Oprah. Who else is there? David Letterman. I don't even. Conan might be on that shit. Yo, lay low. We got London in the building. Boy, got him in the building. Can I have the fucking music for London? Not that. No. God, I need to change that to England, okay? even though technically you cannot take a walk to England unless you're like on some land bridge by the Iceman from the Marvel comics. What's up, London? What's up, man? How's it going, bro?
I'm good, my man. I'm good. Took it out in a long time. I'm good.
Yeah, bro. I woke up to the rebuffal stream, bro, and I was like, "Yo, holy! You read my mind, man." I'm glad you were doing that. Going over that chat. Yeah, that back chat, man.
Yeah, buddy. That was messy.
Yeah, I was literally gonna bring it up right now. I had your stream. I have it queued when you started talking about it because that shit was fucking mad, bro. Yeah.
Hey, I've been in back chats before, back alleys, and I've never been in a back chat or alley like that.
The sipping was mad, bro.
Wow.
Mad. The sipping and the false narratives. Apparently, I gotta look at this. If you don't mind, bro, I'm gonna look at this right here. Especially we got you here, cross promotion.
I do your thing. Take you into the back room. So this was last night's show, as you can see here. All right. Karen B once
I'm watching this for the first time.
again, no show. All
No,
right, Mr.
no show. No, lay low. Karen B. She's supposed to be like one of our great luminaries for alternative perspectives, right?
Flat Earth and shit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
What are you doing, Karen? Were you like chastising some little kid for playing ball in front of your house?
Oh shit. The Bizzle, Miss Bizzle, Karen B.
Karen
show.
B. Yeah.
So I got in contact with my solicitors.
Mm.
Right.
Mm.
They they told me a few things, but I decided, to ease off
Okay.
because
Okay.
you're being misguided, so bit
Yeah.
like the others, who blindly follow the globe and the flat earth. So if I take you to court, I have to take the whole community to court. You see where I'm going with that?
Yeah, you're like opening a can of worms, huh? London. Or Pandora's box, that Hellraiser box.
Oh yeah,
All these creepy crawlies will crawl out the woodwork, huh? You take them all off. Yeah.
because it's not just about you; it's about everybody who's brainwashed. It's bigger than you. Was what I'm trying to say. All right, so yeah, I decided not to take you to court, even though you didn't show up 3 times. All right, you had you in the title, bright lights and everything. All right, bright lights, as you can see. But yeah, like I said, I was meant to show you guys some things, and I got thrown off. Look, I got thrown off. First, we had a eternal that come up, let me up. Hello, let me up. Then an on code came through.
Let me up. The first of all, who talks like that? Coming on your, you know proper civilization techniques. Let me up, like a baby. Mama. Let me up. Let me up. Let me up. No, excuse me. Can I talk to you, please? At least.
Oh gosh, there you go.
Oh, yeah, 11:10 too. My birthday, 11:10 p.m. 11:10. Let me up. Come on, bro. First of all, you have to realize it's how you approach someone, fam.
Yeah.
You need to we're doing civilization 101 for these cretins.
Mm-hmm.
And let's go.
All right.
This guy too, he's taking the lead, right? He's taking the lead of the leader. He say, "Let me on stage." No, he didn't learn. I mean, he had an opportunity to fix it, right? He could have said, "Hey, bro, will you mind letting me up so we can talk about this shit? It'll be chill."
Yeah.
Even if you're lying, that it won't be chill. Come on, bro. He said, "Let me up. Let's debate. Let's debate." Okay, let's debate. He wants to do that, bro. He doesn't even know you.
No.
First of all, he's never talked to you ever. What the hell? What the hell's going on? Yeah, on code.
Red flag.
I'm not even, red flag. Flag on the play.
This dude on code came through.
Dude on
Top
code.
simp. Right.
I wasn't even gonna call him out his name. We heard of top boy. The new show, Top Simp. You got that work for me, Sully? You got that that package, that simp package?
Simp package.
Didn't work, man. Yeah.
Top simp. And you know the craziest thing? I seen him in the
Top Bottle, I heard that show with Tyra Banks. Shout out to that show back in the day.
chat room, right? And this guy don't even know me from day one. He don't know
I'm
my channel.
I'm
He knows
telling
nothing
you.
about
I'm
me,
telling
right?
you.
So obviously he's been talking to this one here at Eternal.
He did the zoom in. E.T. 3 extraterrestrial. I'm an old head. I remember only E.T. I remember is extraterrestrial. The guy with the long finger. They look like the poop in the toilet with the long neck. Yeah.
Right. That's why I said to him, "You're here for a female, right? Female. This one right here, right?"
He did the syllable separation. He's teaching you guys. You all trying to say I'm gonna fast forward that he's cosplaying American. No, Negro. They taught quote unquote us to talk in general. Idiot. Fucking stupid, bro. Come on, bro. Who's cosplaying who?
The only
Uh,
time I've seen this guy is on NPC.
yeah, and there were probably bad shows. I apologize to the chat.
Right, so I automatically knew he was here for on behalf of this one right here, Eternal, right? You know when you're gonna, you know when a guy's gonna talk to another guy, says, "Hey baby, wait in the car 1 second. Let me go talk to this guy's right here. Baby, you wait in the car, baby." Yeah. He told Eternal to wait in the car. He wants to come and talk to me. Nah, we ain't got time for that. You here for a female. It's in the details. Right? It's in
Females in the detail.
the details. You here for a female. Right? Let's debate. Yeah, right. You know when they try to get you with that one? Let's debate. Let me up. It's London. Duh. Let's debate. Debate about what? You know nothing of my work. What are we gonna debate about? Yeah? Your new lady. Is that what you want to debate about? Yeah? You want to debate about Eternal? Cuz you can keep that, cuz. Cuz, keep that, cuz. Keep that, cuz.
Yeah, what are we gonna debate about? What are we gonna debate about? What dude she's gonna jump to next? And the funny thing is, like, she never like jumped to us per se. Now I'm gonna speak for both of us, if you don't mind. Like we never, nobody's like giving her a place to jump to. We're all about the work. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, we like to have fun and whatnot and joke around a bit, but come on, bro. This guy, I think he even has a fucking family and shit. What the fuck? What are you fucking around with her for? She has a family that she lets us know how much she hates them, right?
Mm-hmm.
What the hell? Let me see.
Let me on stage. Let's debate. Let us up. Give that more volume. We got more volume. Let me hear that a bit more. She's speaking for a man, not speaking for hubby. Let us up.
Up. Let us up. Let us up. Now they're like a package, right? That 2020. They just slipped in there for the 2024 power couples. Yeah. I mean, Megan and Harry, Prince Harry, they had a tough go, but I thought they were making the rebound, right? But now we got Eternal on code, top power couple. The power couple, yeah. Let us up.
Yeah. That should be the slogan. Let us
up. Free at last. Free at last. Thank God Almighty for that. Hey, get the chat. And come on, chat, help me out. Let us up. Let us up. Let us up. Pump your fist and all that. Let us up.
Let
us up. Let us up.
Let us, you know, not even me. Let us up. That shit is hilarious.
Hey, shout out to the leopard print. And this is a female. No, this is a woman, right? A woman left out to leopard print. Top sip. She's dead. London on that. She's dead. You killed her on that one. Top sip, dog. Holy moly. Shout out to, what does Shadow say? There's some Shadow Buddha with the comment, at NPC, no white knights at the table allowed here. Yeah, King Arthur thought he was on that pilgrimage, right? I mean, Code does those videos on the Knights Templar. I didn't know he's talking about those knights. The white knighting. Knighting. You want to talk about white people and shit? White knighting. Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Let us up. Huh? Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Scared of what? This is the internet, my guy. Come on, bro. Who's scared, bro? Some of us have survived street wars and shit, and even like personal wars in our domestic home. You know what I mean? Scared? Come on, bro. Once again, who talks like that?
Right, twisted.
Yeah, London's just having a fucking good laugh at you. Now I am, and the whole chat is, the whole family is, because you guys couldn't just keep it like on the DM or whatever. Just chill out. Yeah. Who knows? Maybe someday London could have talked to you. I know I probably maybe would have. Definitely not now. Definitely not now. And I think they know that because they're ninja watching right now. I know they're definitely watching you. Streets is watching, player. But they ain't nowhere though.
And look who else showed up.
Will somebody show up right now? Oh, on this right here?
Yeah,
Look.
I think so.
King Steven.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that was crazy. Bro, I'm giving it up, bro. She was asking for his email.
Yeah, I covered that. Sister showed up. Yeah.
A known the enemy, public enemy number one.
Right.
Public big sister, and you know that, and you're asking for you're done. You're done.
Right.
I need to get that Nino Brad clip. Cancel this bitch. Throw the fucking champagne on her. Come on, bro.
Yo,
I'm about to get that clip ready.
Big sister showed up. Big sister showed up. What do you mean? Look, our Bex and London now friends again.
Boy, we're always friends. Are they friends again? Laugh out loud. King Steven.
Yo, that's funny. I like that. Are we friends again? Dun dun dun. Oh dear. Big sister now. We got big.
Oh dear. Hi, Pooh. Okay, Eeyore. You think London's Christopher Robin? What the hell?
Sister in the loop. Right? It's gone from Bonnie and Clyde. Right? They let us up. The big sister. Right? We've gone from Bonnie and Clyde to big sister now.
Fascinating, London.
All right. What's cooking?
Let's try to use our lingo. Come on, bro.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't come up with it, but we certainly do use it. This guy. He's such a real Asperger's person, autism, like where they actually they get their social cues from monitoring other people and trying to act accordingly, but it doesn't match up. They do a bad way of overlaying it on their reality, and they look hella fucking like a fucking dork, weirdo.
I've noticed it because everything that he tries to give me shit for, he tries to just over on his stream. You understand?
Right.
Yeah,
In a totally horrible way.
Yeah.
Aesthetically horrible. Comment from Shadow Buddha. But why won't Encode and ET not come here right now? Because they know better. They try to slip in there under the radar in London, but come on, bro. He was all over that shit. Yeah. Leopard print. I like Eternal though. I don't know who that dude is. Well, everyone has of course, everyone has like who they want to like. That's true. Right. But yeah, we're just showing you some things, Leopard print. Oh shit. Oh shoot! I thought y'all were friends. None of my. Oh. Look at this. Now this is ninja watching, bro. This is ninja watching right here. This is ninja watching. This is gonna be a first. The guy said he probably said he would never come up here, but here. How's it going?
Hey, what's up?
What's up? What you got? What you got for us?
I can't
the
even
Negroes
see.
really do stick together, don't they? You gonna talk over me, London? The Negroes really do stick together.
Look at this guy. The Negroes. Look at this guy. He heard me say Negro.
That was my bad. I spoke over him. That was my bad. I spoke over him. Maybe we can do some problems. What do you reckon?
Want to try it again?
Yeah, let's try that again. Sorry, my bad. I spoke over him.
Hey, London, don't speak over the white man, okay?
Sorry, sir.
Or whatever he is. Go
What's
ahead,
up,
sir.
Negroes? What's up? You're a black Mexican? Is that what it is? NPC?
Well, I'm actually Spanish too, with about 10% Mexican. You know, Mesoamerican. What are you,
I
Fred?
thought you were
I just said,
tougher.
well, what
Why
are you?
weren't you backstage then, if that's the case? Like,
What
that's
do you
a
mean
weak
backstage?
move. That's a weak move to backstage me a second ago.
Well,
That was weak. That was
It's called mod. It's called mod godding. I love it. I don't give a fuck. I'll own it. I'll own it. You came up. You chose to come to my house, homeboy. Yeah, don't come up here then. It's weak. It's weak.
It
It's
is
pretty
weak.
weak. It is. It is pretty weak.
You are weak.
Hold on. Hold on. I gotta take a
You
call.
are weak.
Think about what you're gonna say. I'm gonna put you
You
down
are
here
weak.
because I don't trust you.
Dude, you are
London,
weak.
take this real quick, London.
You
I gotta
are
take
weak.
this call real quick.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Hey, Stephen, big sister, we're here again. We are here again. I mean, I tried to get you on, I tried to get you on, but it's not at my house, so it's out of my hands, right? Surely you understand. It's out of my hands, right? But how is you and Eternal getting on? Hmm? Hmm? Stephen, how you getting on? Hmm?
That is actually a really good question. A really good question. Yeah, and this just to let you know, chat. This is so much fun. Fuck, man. I wish you guys would have came earlier because I gotta go. I gotta like about 10 minutes. I gotta go do my main mission. But anyway, Steve, King Steven, I'll refer to you as your name. I won't call you out your name. King Steven, have you been corresponding with Eternal? Because I heard that it's public knowledge that you exchanged emails.
That's bullshit. Never heard that until just now. But what are you niggers lying so much about? Like, why do you keep lying like a bunch of fucking niggers? What is it with your lies? You're just like London with your nigger lies.
This guy.
You gotta lie
show
all the
himself,
time. That's
show
all you
himself.
have. You're weak. You're weak.
Oh God.
Two weak
Oh, God.
niggers. Two weak niggers.
You can't even say it right, bro. Get to Canada. Go back to Canada. It's what a fucking joke, bro. It's
It's a
funny.
Canadian way.
It's Canadian.
It's Canadian way, bro. Oh,
American Junior. Talk about cosplay. God, good Lord.
man.
Good Lord.
Man. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Bro. Oh man.
Wait.
That was fun as hell. Oh man.
Where's
Cheers,
London, man?
bro.
Shit.
I needed that. Oh Lord.
Because Steve, he ain't having you on your channel. I mean, I'm a little. I could be a little messy. London's like the gentleman. I'm like that Matthew McConaughey, the American. Kind of learning how to be a gentleman, but but y'all love that American spirit in us, right? That savageness, huh? Yeah. But I don't even know what Canada is.
Is he still
Well,
there?
they- what-
Your question.
You want to talk to him? Okay, let's go. There we go.
Stephen, I've got a question for you.
Why don't you go back to Africa?
Look at he can't help himself. He can't help himself. And he was listening. He said, "Go back to Africa." I like that. I mean, I've never been there before. Yo, what's up, man? Can you get that shit out your mouth?
Oh,
You never built anything
Okay.
before? Is that what you said?
Hey,
You never
I
built
wanna ask you a
anything?
question.
Hey, hold on! Don't talk
Why-
over people. We're not talking over you. Go ahead.
Why do you
Keep
why do you
backstaging me, weakling.
why do
You're
you keep
pussy.
following Bex around?
You're pussy.
Why do you keep following Bex around?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh,
You just make up shit. You just lie like a nigger.
Oh,
More nigger lies.
Why do you keep following Bex around? Do you
I'm not
miss Bex?
following anyone around. You're a nigger.
You miss Bex.
You're lying
She ain't
nigger.
here. She's not here.
You're
you
a
know that, right?
lying nigger.
So you come to see me. You come to
Look
see
at
me.
you two low IQ niggers.
I knew it. You come to see
I
me.
knew it's the same, right?
I knew it. I knew
And
you come to see
you're
me.
acting like a white devil, bro. Like exactly what the Honorable Elijah Muhammad talks about. You were grafted by the scientist Yakub. Yakub, yeah, you're the resin of the planet. The only reason why you white devil, Stephen, you came about was to get all the negative energy of the black man, so we'll be completely sick of the bullshit, and you're the manifestation of it. A fucking homunculoid, a fucking cockazoid. I don't even have to call you cracker. That's letting you off the hook too much. You're a fucking cave dwelling, dysgenic piece of mierda, and that's shit, bro. You're the resin. You're like that shit when we scrape our pipe. I mean, it hits hard, but that fucking fucks up your lungs. You're toxic. You're literally a grafted being that fucks animals.
Wow.
That shows his ass literally all the time.
Wowzers.
A grafted white devil from the Caucasus Mountains, allegedly. Allegedly, yeah. So don't come with that nigger shit. That don't stick with me, homeboy. Yeah. Bro, my quote unquote whiteness is fucking royalty compared to you or your ass.
There you go.
And don't get me started on my blackness. So I don't know why I'm even talking to you.
Entertainment purpose.
Yeah, entertainment purpose. You're from Canada. You don't even know where you're from, probably. My family's from the Basque country in Spain on my mom's side. They literally have a province named after my last name. And it's not I'm not like, no, because of my genetics, bro. So we want to talk about genetics? Shut the fuck up. Get the hell out of here, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Bye. Yeah. Look at this. Take notes, Steve. Oh, leopard print. I love it. Take notes. Lay low. Take notes. Shout out to my soul sister, Special K. I love you, Special K and J. Good people right there. Good people. See all the people that Tommy kicks out and shits on? Why is it that like they end up being like some of the greatest people I ever met online? It's so funny. It's so funny. Yeah. But yeah, young London, he's salty for sure. For sure. Yeah. Bro, that was unexpected. That's weakness. If you hate somebody, I'm certainly not going to show up to a King Steven stream. But he couldn't help himself, huh, London? He tried to sneak in because he knows you won't give him any airtime, probably. I don't know. I'm not speaking for you. What do you think? Is that it?
I mean, we can always dance at the rebuttal bar. I keep saying this, but I think it's London that scares them away, really. You know, because they know the main platform is not going to work. It's not going to fly anymore. So the rebuttal bar, they're a bit wary, you know, booby traps and shit.
Booby, when the guy has bitch tits, Steven. Speaking of booby trap.
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. Special K. J wanted to say we're even greater offline. Yeah, I absolutely come visit Chicago I definitely will. Naval Pier, Chicago, bro. The real Chicago. Those are good people right there, man. I love Special K and J. What's up, Look Within, the hardest working man in the metaverse? Good to see you. The crystal consciousness, bro. I got to bring up her video. Give her a shine. Did you see it, London?
No.
I don't know if you saw it.
So.
It's pretty good. Watch. Let me see. I put it in my Discord. Holding back the years. Always. What's up with all these Brits have these soulful voices and shit? Bruh, I don't understand. Let's see. Maybe that's just my ignorance. Here it is right here. Nothing ever could, yeah.
You can't see it.
I'm about to put it up right now.
Okay.
I'm doing my boomer stroll right now, London.
Take your time, though.
Yeah.
We'll smoke up.
Okay. You got smoke up for this one. This is a good one. Shout out to Crystal Consciousness, like Crystal Castles. Let's go. Where is it? Oh, here it is. I love the title. Addiction to the Panelverse community. Check this out.
Fill me in on what you had.
Oh shit!
You want to fill me in on what you had to say about me?
Yes, I absolutely will. Yeah. And I'll tell you what I think this is as well. We were talking about. She said that she went over and she acted really weird when this came up, and we were trying to suss out what it was. The guy, the host of the show, NPC or whatever his name is, said that, you know, over at Jack's, you weren't so sexy and stuff. You're just a regular chick. And over here, you're showing us the sexy side. Why is that?
Excuse me, I wasn't sexy.
Duck walk.
Right on
Excuse
code.
me.
Right on code there.
Have you not seen me? I love male attention. I'm a divine feminine. And
Code word dog whistle divine feminine. I'll let you guys in the chat. What do you think divine feminine's code word for in this instance? I'll let you guys say it.
I will earn it. You know, if I act slutty and I want multiple guys.
Whoa, hold on. Hold up. Hold up.
Wow.
And then the kid's in there somewhere. Look at Jack. looks kind of disheveled. He doesn't look like his lion-o-ness with the line. He looks Jack. He's hurting right there. What you doing to my boy? Succubus sucking the life out of the man.
Want multiple guys? I'll have it. Like, it's no one's problem, but you know, guys. You know, if I act slutty and I want multiple guys, I'll have it. And, you know, I will earn it. You know, if I act slutty and I want multiple guys, I'll have it.
Jack's face.
Like, it's no one's problem, but, you know.
When she said multiple guys, Jack's
that's
face.
what I want to do. That's what I love male attention. I'm a divine feminine. And, you know, I will earn it. You know, if I act slutty and I want multiple guys, I'll have it.
Jack.
Like, it's no one's problem, but, you know, that's what I want to do. That's what I like, and that, you know, that shouldn't be anybody's issue. If I want to come and act slutty, I will. If I want to.
If I want to what? I want to come.
Yeah. If I want to pose that, see, that's the issue. She don't see an issue in that.
No, she doesn't. No, she doesn't. I was about to pull up Wizard. Keith was in the chat. There he is. How's it going, Keith? Good to see you, brother.
Hey, how's it going,
Bro, you just slipped in there. I was about to pimp off. But what's your thoughts on this? What you see so far, real quick, Keith?
Divine feminism, and she starts off, if I want to have multiple guys like a horse, and just take it as it is, I'll earn it. No, you already lost it. You can't earn divine feminism back if you're out there in the streets acting like a whore.
Bingo, bro. Bingo, bro. Oh, yeah. It doesn't go. You don't get both. You can't go both ways in that way. Maybe not in the way that she. Anyway.
If I want to come and act slutty, I will. If I want to, you know, twerk my ass, I will. If I want to come talk about morals and beautiful grounding substance, I will. So there's just a balance to me, and people need to just chill, because, you know, there's so many layers to me, and I guess it's just, you know, at the time how I'm feeling, and I will be like that. So, you know, I think just people need to really relax.
So,
yeah, it's always someone else. Like I admit it, I fucked up. I even apologized to her, and then when she came back and said, like, yeah, I probably could have spoke to you privately. I'll give you that. Yeah, I'm sorry for that. However, even though I did before, about it, even though it don't work. Yeah,
I've done that before. It don't work.
Yeah, and Keith, you saw it was just a simple question, right? There was no malice. I don't know. I didn't detect any like harshness or being aggressive when I asked the question. Why do you act different, basically?
Yeah, not at all. And I think it was a perfectly logical question. When we see that in these platforms, we see there's some kind of favoritism. And like she did when she went over to Jack, she propounded that this mentioning of the difference, the distinct differences on how she acted on your panel according to his panel, she turned around and transferred that as an attack on her and Jack. And that's just illusion. That's
It is,
feelers
yeah.
and butthurt.
Yeah. It is. And I don't know if you caught the beginning of the stream, El Perro, but like London was going over because London was on the rebuttal channel, his other channel, and her simp on code, I used to do videos with him, excuse me, and they're DMing probably each other, doing whatever. She brought him up there to White Knight for him, and her simp was attacking London in London's chat on a live, and then they went in the back. Both of them went to the back chat and started just fucking begging London on their knees to let them go up, while at the same time they're calling them all these names and shit and false narratives. So
Yeah, like King Steven
it's
earlier.
wild. Exactly.
Yeah, and King Steven, I think his intent is to get channels struck when he does that stuff.
Right.
And I don't know what his issue with you would be. I don't have any idea.
No, I went over to his channel one time, and we were cool. I didn't know anything about him, and then I went on the Tommy Illuminati. That was my mistake right there. And then he was up there. He started to call me Negro and N-word, hard R, and I'm like, where is this coming from, bro? And once he did that, I mean, I let him have it. I let him have it, and they'll keep doing it. And by the way, guys, I literally have to go right now. I gotta cut and run. I gotta take my son to Kung Fu class. I appreciate you guys coming up. I'm sorry to run and gun, but
no problem. Thanks for having me up.
Yeah, and also Wizard, I definitely would have been on your broadcast yesterday, but I was in class. I was teaching yesterday. Do you have another one coming up anytime soon?
I wanted
Whenever.
to try to. I tried to schedule something for Sunday nights on a regular basis, but I used to do things daily. But my companion's getting worse with dementia and stuff, so I've got to pay more attention to her. So it's kind of going to run by her schedule more or less from here on out. So you just have to watch for notices.
Okay, I'll do that too. You're definitely on my radar now, brother. I appreciate you and everything you offer. Always solid takes. Have you been watching Deadwood, by the way?
Not yet. I do have it on the list in there, so we can start watching it. We're looking for it on the Fire Stick or whatever, and we'll start watching it because I think that's got some undertones in the backstory on it. So
definitely, bro. Yeah.
All right. Be blessed, everyone.
All right. Hey, have a blessed day, brother. Peace and paradise. London, man.
Yes, sir.
You are my brother for another. The true artist, you and I. We're not the only one out there. There's definitely special case artists. I gotta showcase their art pretty soon. It's pretty dope. But yeah, London, let's reconvene, and I need a debrief on you this shit. Let's do part 2. Either later or we'll do this shit because we only scratched the surface on that stupid shit. Yeah.
That's it.
All right, Mr. London. Much love. Lay low. Peace. Hey, that's Steven, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. That shit was hilarious. I can't believe he came up there. That's a weak move, bro. You don't do that to the enemy. You don't show up like that. And yeah. Anyway, I love you, chat. I'll see you soon. Yeah. Sasquatch. Oh yeah, you were in the chat too, my friend. Big mistake. Yeah, exactly, Crystal Consciousness. Big mistake. And I appreciate your video. Fucking fire. Shadow. Here we go. Shadow Leopard Print. I love you. I love y'all. And I really mean it too. I'll talk to you soon. Peace. This has been White Iverson. Mixed race babies in Taiwan and beyond. Let me see if I got the song up. Hopefully I was able to get the song up. Let me see. I have to play it another time. Let me play this one. This is shout out to my Santa Cruz art collective. Peace. I'll see you next time. In the coming days, I'll see you next time here on the Book of Gabriel, NBC The Game Live. Peace.